Hi boys and girls, today we're going to continue our lesson and review on contractions. A contraction is one word made from two words. It is a short way of saying two words at the same time. We use an apostrophe to show where letters have been left out. This is an example of an apostrophe. So today we're going to be looking at three new types of contractions that I've shown you here. And so we can see that the apostrophe VE is the contraction form for have. Apostrophe VE always stands for have. That is the contraction form for have. The contraction apostrophe M always stands for am. And the contraction apostrophe RE always stands for are. So let's look at some examples of our contractions and the words that they stand for. If I were to write the contraction I've, that is the short way of saying I have. So I've is the contraction for I have, because the apostrophe VE is the contraction for have. It's the short way of saying I have. Let's look at another example using the apostrophe VE. The contraction we've is the short way of saying we have. It's the contraction or the short way of saying we have, because the apostrophe VE is the short way of saying we have. So that's the contraction. Let's look at one more example. If I were to say the contraction you've, that is the contraction or the short way of saying you have, because the apostrophe VE is short for have. So you've is the contraction for you have. Let's look at some more examples now using the contraction apostrophe M. And I'll make myself some more room here. If I were to write the word I'm, that is a contraction, and it is the short way of saying I am. Like I'm your teacher, but it's a short way of saying I am your teacher, because the apostrophe M takes the place of the word am. So I'm is the contraction for I am. Let's look at an example now of the contraction using apostrophe RE. Remember, apostrophe RE stands for are. If I were to give you the contraction your, that is the short way of saying you are, because the apostrophe RE stands for are. So your is the contraction for you are. Let's look at one more example. I'm going to use the contraction we're. Like we're at the park. Our contraction apostrophe RE stands for are. So contraction we're takes the place of the words we are. It's a short way of saying we are. So the contraction we're is a short way of saying we are. Remember, a contraction is one word made from two words. It is a short way of saying two words at the same time, and we use an apostrophe to show where letters have been left out.